Hello and welcome. This lesson is for the learners in grade 8 primary school. I'm Jelica and I will be your teacher today. Today's topic is healthy living, and this is the second lesson about environmental problems. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand a short video about rhinoceroses and name different endangered species. The grammar part of the lesson will be the passive voice in different tenses. So, you will also be able to write your own short text about some endangered animals, using both active and passive voice in different tenses. For this lesson, you will need your notebook and a pencil. You will also need a good internet connection. I would like to remind you that you can pause the video anytime you need to do your activities. What are endangered animals? Can you guess the meaning of this word? Endangered animals are the animals that are in danger of becoming extinct, which means that there will be no more of these animals alive on the earth in the future. Te životinje će izumrijeti. They are considered endangered when there are very few of them alive. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most endangered species in the world, rhinoceroses or rhinos. In this picture, you can see a rhino family called a creche. Do you know that there are 5 species of rhinos in the world and that they are all more or less endangered? There is a white rhino, a black rhino, an Indian rhino, a Sumatran rhino, and the Javan rhino. Now, you are going to watch a video about rhinos. While watching the video, you will learn many things about these animals, such as what they eat, how thick their skin is, and why. You will learn something about their character. You will also learn where they live, how they got their name, what they like most and why. You will also learn who the poachers are and the reason why rhinos are endangered, how big they are, and how good their senses like eyesight, vid, smell, osjetilo mirisa, and hearing, osjetilo sluha are. The information you will hear will be in different order. Please think about the correct order of the information while you watch the video. Here is the correct order of the information in the video. First, you heard how they got their name, then where they live, how big they are, what they eat, how thick their skin is and why, what they like most and why, how good their senses are. Then you learned something about their character and also who the poachers are and the reason why they are endangered. Very well. Now we are going to watch the video again. This time, try to remember the information. Copy these notes into your notebooks and write down the information you hear. A sad story, isn't it? Let's see what we have learned about rhinos. They got their names from a word meaning nose horn. They live in Africa and Southeast Asia. They can grow from 2.5 to 4 meters, and they can weigh up to 2,300 kilograms. They eat mostly leaves and grass. Their skin is gray and very thick. Rhinoceroses love to wallow in mud, as the mud protects their skin from sun and insects. They have poor eyesight, but an excellent sense of smell and very strong hearing. They are solitary animals, which means that they prefer to live alone. Poachers killed them for their horns, which are used for medicine. I hope you have learned many things about rhinos that you haven't heard of before. Here is the task 2. Think about the facts you heard in the video and answer the questions to see how much you have remembered. You can write down very short answers. I will wait for you to do it. The first question is, what does the word rhinoceros mean? Number 2, where do rhinoceroses live? Number 3, how much can they weigh? How heavy can they be? Number 4, what food do they eat? Number 5, how high can they grow? 1 meter, 2 meters? Number 6, why do they cover themselves in mud? 7, what is a crash? And finally, why are they endangered? Here are the answers. Rhinoceros means nose horn. They live in Africa and Southeast Asia. They can weigh up to 2,300 kilograms. They eat mostly leaves and grass. They can be up to 4 meters high, so they can grow very high. They cover themselves in mud because it protects them from sun and insects. A group of rhinos is called a crash. They are endangered because poachers kill them for their horns. Now, we can go to the grammar part of the lesson, which is passive voice in different tenses. Here is the link to a lesson about the present simple passive voice. If you wish to revise the form and the use of the present simple passive voice, you can copy the link into your browsers and watch the lesson, Present Passive. Here is a small reminder. The following sentences are from the text about rhinoceroses. They are all written in the present passive voice. Let me read the sentences. A group of rhinos is called a creche. Many rhinos are killed by poachers for their horns. Rhino horns are made of keratin. Let's repeat what we have already learned. Rečenice u engleskom jeziku obično počinju sa subjektom koji je zapravo vršitelj radnje. Zatim dolazi glagol, a onda objekt, to jest onaj na kome se radnja vrši. Takve rečenice zovemo aktivne rečenice. Ako objekt iz aktivne rečenice postane subjekt, oblikujemo takozvanu pasivnu rečenicu. U pasivnoj rečenici nakon subjekta slijedi glagol biti, te glavni glagol u prošlom participu, past participle. Ako je glagol pravilan, samo ćemo mu dodati d ili ed. Ukoliko želimo dodati osobu koja vrši radnju, to ćemo napraviti na kraju rečenice koristeći riječ by ispred vršitelja radnje. When do we use the passive voice? We use the passive voice when we don't know who the subject is. Somebody stole my bike yesterday. My bike was stolen yesterday. I don't know who stole my bike. Also, when the subject is obvious or not important. The gardener cuts the grass. The grass is cut by the gardener. It's obvious that the gardener cuts the grass. It's your turn now to do some practice. Pause the video and think about the way we change the active sentences into the passive ones. How do we create passive voice? Yes, that's right. We put the verb to be into whatever tense we need, and then add the past participle of the main verb. Now, read the following sentences in active voice and then change them into passive voice. Number 1. Rhinoceroses often eat leaves. This is the present simple tense. Leaves are often eaten by rhinoceroses. That's right. Number 2. Rhinoceroses ate leaves 10 minutes ago. As you know, this is past simple tense. Leaves were eaten by rhinoceroses 10 minutes ago. Right. Number 3. Rhinoceroses have just eaten leaves. Present perfect tense. Leaves have just been eaten by rhinoceroses. Good. Very good. Number 4. Rhinoceroses will eat leaves tomorrow. This is future tense. Leaves will be eaten by rhinoceroses tomorrow. And finally, number 5. Rhinoceroses are going to eat leaves in the afternoon. You are right. Leaves are going to be eaten by rhinoceroses in the afternoon. As we can see, it's always the verb to be and past participle. Let's see the difference between active and passive sentences in different tenses. In this table, you can see how to create passive voice in different tenses. You can pause the video and copy the table into your notebooks. Now let's practice the form of the passive voice in different tenses. Please copy this link into your browser and pause the lesson, or read the QR code to do this passive voice quiz. You can repeat the quiz as many times as you wish if you are not happy with the results, for example. Your last task today is to write about one kind of animals that are endangered. On the link provided, you will find some of the most endangered species in 2018. Your task is to choose one of the species, explore the internet to find some information, and write a short text about it. You can write about their habitats, which means where they live, how big they are, what they eat, describe their body features, say what they like or don't like and why. You can write about their eyesight, smell and hearing, about their character, if they are mild, aggressive, friendly, and so on. You can also name some reasons why they are endangered. And then you can send your text to the teacher. Don't forget to organize your text into paragraphs and to include all the information mentioned here. And finally, here is the checklist for your assignment. Before completing the task, check out if you have done all these things. If you have included all needed information, if you have used corresponding vocabulary, if you have used both active and passive sentences, if you have organized your text into paragraphs. Your text should be between 80 and 100 words long, and of course don't forget to check your spelling. For your further practice of passive voice, you can follow these links, Pass Voice and Pass Voice 3, and do as many exercises as you like. Good luck! If you want to see some more interesting stories about rhinos, you can find them on these 3 links. I'm sure you'll enjoy the videos as much as I did. This is the end of today's lesson. Thank you for watching and goodbye.